Robbie, knock it off.
I know. That's because it rises to the top, right?
We are live. Hello there, everyone. Hello there, Merry Marvelites. Bullseye Bob here. Welcome to Everything Comics. And thank you for tuning in to the epic live stream. We have the Battle Draft 2020, and we are drafting the best X-Men team of all time in each of our opinions. I've been very excited about this, and we've got a host of characters that are live with us today. And I'm just going to have each person go around and introduce yourself, and then we'll go ahead and get into the draft. And the first what we have up is Hero and the Kid. How you doing, guys?
Good. Thanks for having us, Bob.
Awesome stuff.
I'm Sean. This is Will.
Yep. I don't know. You just go like this. You expect me to read your mind?
There we go. Good evening, guys. And then we have Bueller from Comics with Bueller. How you doing, man?
I'm gonna win. I'm Bueller. I'm gonna win.
Right. Then we got Dylan from Dylan's Comics. How's it going, Dylan?
I'm doing good, man. Just glad to be here as always, man.
You all ready for this?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then we got Bat and Cleanup. We got Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers. How's it going, my brother?
It's going great. Going even better now to be here with you fellas talking about X-Men, and I appreciate the baseball reference.
Yes, absolutely. So before we get into the draft, I'm just going to lay the ground rules. Of course, what I told you guys to do was to build what you thought was the best X-Men team of all time. I gave you some parameters with which to build this team with. And so here are the archetypes that I told you to do. On your team, you must have a leader, and then you must have a co-leader. And then I told you to add a brute. Then I told you to add a glue character. And a glue character is one of those characters that's the heart and soul of the team, a character that when everything seems to be falling apart, they hold the team together. And then we have the covert operative in the team, and then a rookie, and then a wild card. And the wild card, I told you should be somebody who has never been on an X team before. And then as far as who was eligible to be on the teams, any character that has the X gene, and then I went even farther than that and said any character who was inherently born with their powers, not necessarily has ever been an X-Man, but genetically they were born with the abilities that they have. And so that was the criteria. And so that's pretty much it. Everybody on board so far?
Yep.
All right.
Yes.
It took me like half a day to figure it out, but I think I got it.
Took you half a day, Dylan. So how about that? Hero and the Kid, how long did it take you to put your list together?
Ever since we found out on Tuesday, so 2 days.
Tuesday. So you've been thinking this over the whole time then. That's awesome.
Yeah, been doing some research.
Oh,
You got 2 days. I got like a day. They gave me like a day's notice. You guys were like debating. They're like, should we bring him on or shit, man? I don't know.
I guess Dylan, you have to be like on Facebook because I guess that's why you didn't find out sooner. I did send you the message in the beginning.
Did you? I have Facebook. I use my Messenger. That's all I ever use.
That's where I sent. That's where I sent it.
Yeah. I don't know how I didn't see it. You might have sent it to my other account, honestly.
Not a problem.
Two accounts on there.
Bueller, how long did it take you to put your list together?
About 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes.
Yeah. Honestly, man, it took me about like half hour for real. Like if that.
There you go.
I
Robbie?
just had to confirm.
But 10 quality minutes.
Exactly.
They're a good 10 minutes. I mean, the 10 minutes that you're going to remember at the end of the night, that's those type of minutes.
Something needs to repeat.
It took me as long as it took to write it out. Straight off the dome.
You were confident you knew what you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
I
thought about this stuff before.
Exactly. Bobby's been thinking about this the last 10 years.
Yeah.
They give him a chance to write a book. He's already got the story and everything ready.
This is the team that I would put together for my book. So
that's how I feel too, Robbie. That's how I feel.
That's how it should be.
Exactly.
Well, I will just tip my hat and say that it was a little more difficult in light of the recent X-Men books that has cast a whole new light on some things. So I had to think about it. I had to think about this for a little bit. So I've kind of gone back and forth today, and I think I've come up with the best team on my list, man. So here we go. So Sean, really quick, can you who do we have in the chat?
Okay. One name off.
You got this.
We have Derek Magnus, Sam Fett, Bruce Johannes, Mass Panther, Joe Slag, and Two Gun Pedro, B. Rami, and Thunder God 75, and Rob.
Nice.
All welcome to the chat tonight.
Very cool. Welcome, everybody.
Yay. That was great. That was the best segment.
I've never seen one better.
Sean holding it down for us.
I might have a career in this.
John,
Okay.
I'm acting nervous.
Me nervous? Come on.
Yeah, it's like, all right, here's
You
what
should-
it
you
says
should-
in the chat. You want to read this bill?
Well, since we do not have, since we're not drafting from a pool of players, and we could have drafted anybody that we wanted to, we don't have to worry about draft order. So we're just going to go round table based upon who's up on the screen. And so I'm going to turn it over to Hero and the Kid, Will the Beast. Who is your leader on your team?
My leader is Havoc.
Will the Beast comes out the gate, and his leader is Havoc.
My brother, nice one.
That is a great pick. What made you think of Havoc as your leader there, Will?
Well, he's like the baby brother of Scott Summers, and his father was like a part of the U.S. Air Force, and then he became the captain of a ship of space pirates. So he basically has like DNA or leadership DNA bred into him. So makes a pretty good pick.
Nice. That's a great pick, my brother. What do you guys think of that? Havoc as the leader of the X team.
Not great. Not great.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Could be better.
Not great.
I love Havoc, but as the leader,
He's kind of
Should've went-
irresponsible, you know.
he might go better in a better spot, and maybe you'll
Should've
see
went
that.
with the
Maybe you'll see what I mean later.
There are some really good books though where Havoc was the leader.
dude.
Astonishing X-Men,
Exactly.
Mutant
My
X, and
fucking
X Factor. So
That's right.
it's a
love-
good pick, but I mean,
Yeah,
you could have done better. It's a little obvious.
Yeah, it's a swing and a miss right there for the Hero and the Kid. Swing and a miss.
John,
Everybody definitely has their opinion here. Here we go.
Boy, they're up.
How do I make a single picture big on this? Let's see.
I don't know.
You like highlight on them, and then
Yeah, you click on that little picture.
Don't go at Will too hard, man. You guys might have trouble. You guys have bad trouble coming at you.
we're just teasing Will. Havoc's
I
a
like
good pick.
I like hearing the mouse clicks. That's fine.
Yeah. If you,
There you
yeah,
go.
there you go.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay, well, so who's your first real pick?
A little late on the button.
Not a problem. Okay. I'm still getting used to the StreamYard thing. It's okay.
No worries.
You gotta learn sometime, man. No
Yeah,
worries.
exactly.
That was great.
So, cool deal. Okay, so Bueller, you are on the clock.
Am I gonna go big screen?
Yep.
Hey.
Hey.
So real quick, there is I'm dedicating all my picks to certain people in my life. So before I get to my leader, I want to dedicate this to Ray Stantz of the Ghostbusters, Dan Aykroyd.
Nice.
I want to dedicate that to him. He got his nice little figure, so congratulations.
Do you get the
My
proton
first-
pack still with that?
No, I don't. I lost it.
Do you have his new vodka that he has out?
No, I don't have that because I don't drink.
It's a cool
But
bottle
my
though.
first pick for leader is none other than Sugar Man. And Sugar Man, he's got like a big face, so you can't miss it. He's a student of Mr. Sinister. He's been taught genetics and science. He's very strong. He has an enhanced smell because he has a big face. and he can alter the size of his body and proportions, and he's got like really big teeth and stuff like that. And he's got a great name. He's called the Sugar Man. So, that's my leader of my X-Men team, the Sugar Man. Dedicated to Dan Aykroyd of Ghostbusters.
There we go.
There you go, Sugar Man.
Oh man.
Next.
Hey, that is a great pick there, Bueller.
This is the leader of Bueller's team right here.
That's exactly that's Sugar Man.
There you
I
go.
like it.
Ah, yeah.
If he becomes a dad, will his sugar daddy?
Leave it to Mr. Sinister to come up with whatever that was.
He was great in Age of Apocalypse and Generation Next. Sugar Man's a cool character. And Bueller, I thought you said that you guaranteed that nobody was going to copy your list. Like, Sugar Man's totally on my list.
Well, it doesn't work now because I'm going before you guys.
Now,
So it's disqualified. I would have to go last. At the very last.
Oh.
You can
Dylan
see
already
Dylan
has
changing
copies
the
leaving.
list right now.
yeah.
Dylan's like, I seen it all. I'm out of here.
All right, next up on the clock, we got Robbie from Culture Philosophers.
I have two leaders
Ooh,
on my team, and they're completely not obvious picks. One is Professor Xavier, and one is Jean Grey. Those are my two leaders. I really think I hate an X-Men team without Xavier involved, so Xavier's got to be there. But he doesn't really go into the field. You need someone in the field, and I always thought that the strongest character outside of Xavier to be there leading an X-Men team was Jean. They've done the most with that character, and I think with Charles and Jean leading this team that I've compiled together, I think it's unstoppable.
aha, okay. So just really quick, here's a question for you: which era, Professor X?
Which era, Professor X? We're talking right before Onslaught, like that. In between Fatal Attractions and Onslaught, that Xavier, where his dream, his vision has been shaken. So Jean's there to balance that out with a little practicality.
How many teams has Professor X sent to their death?
A few, surely, right?
You, yeah, sounds like a good leader.
Yeah, that's what a leader's supposed to do, Bueller.
Yep.
How many people have Sugar Man sent to their deaths?
Yeah, but he didn't do that as the leader. He caused their death.
You're right. You're
There's a
right. You're right.
difference.
You're right.
Well, I thought you said Robbie wasn't going to come out with all the obvious picks.
There we go.
Jean Grey and Professor Xavier are not obvious to be on an X-Men team, right? Come on. Everything I'm picking is based on solid research and understanding of the characters themselves. Okay? So just so you know, Jean Grey would kick Havoc's ass and Sugar Man's ass. There you go.
Oh man, poor Sugar Man.
Poor Sugar Man. Okay, Dylan,
Yeah.
you were up on the clock, my brother.
Mine was probably like a definitely different pick, but he was born with the powers, so it should still be good. My leader would be Thor.
Thor.
Yeah. Does that work?
It's true. He has been born with his powers.
You gonna make Thor the leader of the X-Men, Dylan?
Hell yeah.
Havoc's better than that. Come on.
This team has
I
been
didn't
better
hear
than
what
that.
Dylan said. It skipped. What did you say, Dylan?
What?
What was your pick?
Thor.
Thor.
Yeah.
That's crappy too.
Wait till you see my co-leader then, man.
Thor, which Thor?
Fat Thor or Frog Thor?
Oh man. Maybe Frog Thor, you know?
I think if you would have went Frog Thor at the beginning, hands down, you win.
Yeah. There's so many Thors, so I was just, just Thor. But
Just Thor.
Frog Thor might really lead the team the best. So yeah, I guess I'd change it to Frog Thor.
All right.
Dylan, are you drinking some tea?
Yeah.
Look how sophisticated Dylan is. He's
Hey,
like
it's
Captain
for,
Picard over here.
hey, it's Earl Grey too.
Earl Grey.
Damn.
It's for my head. Like I get headaches, so I drink it. It like helps calm my head.
Hell yeah.
Dylan, you do have one supporter. Thunder God says that's the greatest pick ever.
Hey, I knew it. I mean, what X-Men team has Thor? None, because he's not an X-Men. You know, he's just a character born with his ability. You shouldn't have told me I could pick that, Bob. Any guy with his ability, you should have kept it at X gene. So I had to give it a twist.
I said anybody who has inherently been born with their power or has the X gene. So I kind of widened it out just so these could.
You made it easy for you. You made it like my team, bro. I love my team.
There you go. All right.
I feel like I'm the only person who's taking this seriously, by the way.
No, I've taken it.
What are you trying to say, Robbie? I take offense to that. I take offense to that.
All right. So my pick, and I'll just say that this particular
Daredevil. Is it Daredevil?
How'd you know? Okay, so from 532, there is a place where actually Daredevil was born blind, and he actually has his powers from birth. So he's my leader. Just kidding, man. That's not. Y'all thought I was getting serious on that, didn't you? So the guy that I picked for the leader, I can't see anybody else being the leader of this X team. I think he is the best hands down leader in the Marvel universe. He's proven it time and time again. You can say what you want about him because he's had his ups and downs, but I have to go with Cyclops, one of my favorite X-Men of all time, as the leader of this team. There's my pick.
Yeah.
Brother.
It's all right. I have a method to my madness. You'll see.
Cyclops. Cyclops. Yeah. Woo. Cyclops.
That's a good pick.
Right.
I'm just kidding. It is. Obviously, it's a good pick.
It's all right. I got you guys.
Will started all the shit talking, by the way, earlier. So we're only doing this because of Will. Just so
Will's getting the crash course in this.
There you go. I said,
so
now
we're gonna go around the first round and see who won.
As far as the actual round, okay. So is that what you guys want to do, or do you want to go and wait till the very end for the whole team?
I think we should do round and at the end the whole team.
Yeah,
sure,
that's a lot to remember if somebody's jumping on or whatnot. So,
okay, cool deal. So let's go ahead and engage the people in the chat. So we have
the people in the chat are the people who decide.
Oh yeah,
let me get my other account. Hold on.
Jesus.
Hold on. Switch account. Travis T. Okay.
So in the chat, we have spoken. We have had our first leaders out there. We had Will from Hero and the Kid. He took Havoc as his leader, and then Bueller took Sugarman. Robbie had a dual leadership between Professor X and Jean Grey. Dylan has Thor as his leader, and I picked the venerable Cyclops. And so we're asking you, how do we do this? Yeah, just go ahead and say which one you think is the winner. Who has the best leader on their team? And we'll give it 40 seconds.
Travis says it's Sugarman. It's Bueller.
No vote.
Who is this Travis T guy? I've never seen him in the community chat before.
Oh, I got 2 votes. Look at that. Look at that. Guess who doesn't have a vote? Havoc.
I agree with Thunder God.
Oh, we got 3 for Robbie.
He might be biased.
4.
We have 4 for
Sugarman ain't catching on.
Sugarman ain't catching on.
You should have saved him for co-leader. Is what you should have done.
No, the co-leader is even better.
I bet. Oh, look, you got a vote, Will.
Hey.
Hey.
That's a
It
fitting
doesn't
vote.
count when your mom's voting.
Yeah. No family members.
Hey, one of them's not my mom.
This is true.
I'll hop on him.
Yeah, thanks, hon. All right.
Tina probably used her false account for that second one.
So, Sean, who was the winner of that round? Who has the most votes for leader?
So far, we have Robbie at 3. We have Will at 2. We have Bob at 1.
2 for Dylan.
And we have two for Dylan.
That's awesome. I'm number 1.
Got the big old goose egg right now.
Shot.
Interesting.
There we go.
Interesting. I see the deck is stacked against me. I'm gonna have to step it up.
Well, I think that was a great first round. We've got our leaders on the table, and this is going to form the basis of our team going forward.
I don't know. They said I got 4 for Dylan.
4 for Dylan.
4 for Dylan.
4 for Dylan. Yeah, let's see. 4 for 4. 4 for Thor.
4 for Thor.
We have 4.
Yeah.
Dylan, stop paying people.
Thunder God. Eric.
Yep, I was sending super chats out while y'all weren't looking.
That's right. All right, so it looks
that's
like
3. That's 3 because Two Gun says Thor is more muscle on the team.
Right.
He already voted for me.
All right.
Well,
So
I just read what somebody said in the chat. Thunder God said 4, but yeah, you're right.
No, man, we can't cheat like this, guys.
Hey, Thunder God's looking out for me.
Can I make another claim for Sugar Man?
All right.
so
He's all face. He's the face of the team. He's literally all face.
Yeah, so was MODOK, but we see how that went, right?
all right. So are we going 3 for Dylan? Is that all right?
It looks like 3 to me.
Okay.
You got
I
the
say
Yeah, it looks
this is
like
a warm-up round, and it shouldn't count.
Oh, is that right? Says the guy who wanted to go for the vote in the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Two Gun said he voted for Robbie, so it's just 3.
Yeah. Right.
No, but my brute.
So it's 3 to 3.
See, I don't know. I wouldn't consider Thor like brute. I would consider somebody else more brute. But mine's like obvious.
Oh, I got a brute. I got a brute for you.
Next
Oh, I
time,
can't wait.
just to say it real quick. Next time everybody votes, just say the person's name, not the character. Just say the person's name. It'd be a lot easier.
How about the name and the character?
Okay.
Why don't you stop telling people what to do, Sean?
Whoa.
This is America.
Hey, Robbie, why
Whoa.
don't you shut up?
Whoa.
Emotions are running high, Sean. Just be careful, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Brutal. This is brutal.
Is Robbie the 2 guys that know jiu-jitsu?
Robbie, you might have just won your way out of the Sunday sit down. I don't know.
Whoa.
That's fine. I was going to be late anyway. He's gonna be late and hungover, so it doesn't matter.
He was coming in with the team wolf shade.
Team dog shades. Oh yeah.
All right, so Sean, who is the definitive winner of that round?
We have a tie between Robbie and Dylan. And
All right, so Robbie and Dylan are tied.
As it should be.
Third
As it should be.
Third
That's
place is
interesting.
Will, and fourth place is Bob, and that other guy, unfortunately, did not get a vote.
Sugar Man got no vote.
Well,
Rigged. It's rigged.
Have to
there's
rub
some
it in.
troll in the chat, but
I should have signed into my other account.
All right, we're moving on. We're on to our next one, which is our co-leader. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to go back the other way around. And so the last pick on that one was Dylan. And so, Dylan, who is the co-leader on your team?
You were the last pick, Bob.
Oh, was I?
You were.
Yeah.
I agree
Oh,
with
this is how Bob's rigged the system to where he always goes last. Interesting. Last
Okay.
memory to think of.
I wasn't thinking of myself at all.
Hey, next time we do this, we should let Will and Sean get their own picks. That would be more interesting. I want to see how different their picks would be.
Yeah,
Or they would end up being the
They
same.
could have
Who
done that
knows?
if they wanted to, but they chose to do it this way.
Yeah.
I would see what Will had written down, and I would try to go after everybody that can kill that character.
All right, so the co-leader for my team, I have two co-leaders to back up my leader, Cyclops. And I normally probably wouldn't have ever made this pick, but in light of the recent X-Men events from Jonathan Hickman, I think this is an actual pretty powerhouse pick. So for my co-leaders, backing up Cyclops, I got Magneto and Professor X.
Oh my God.
normally would be tearing each other apart inside of this whole thing, but now that they're working together, as long as they're not the ultimate leader of the team, I think that's a pretty solid pick for backing Scott up. Professor X and Magneto is my pick.
Interesting.
Are you expecting Xavier to be in the field?
Yes, I'm expecting Xavier to be in the field because in the Hickman books he walks.
That's true.
And so
Are you expecting Professor Xavier and Magneto to take the lead from Cyclops?
Nope.
And he tells them what to do?
He tells them what to do.
Interesting.
I don't
sure Magneto will love that.
Yeah, right. And Xavier.
It's the only way it would work.
Now here's the thing: Professor X has probably done a mind thing to Cyclops. So really, Cyclops is just another version of Professor X leading the X-Men. So really, it's just Robbie's team just remapped. So that's all.
Was that right?
Yeah.
So that's my co-leader. So Dylan, who's your co-leader?
I would say Hercules.
So we are going for mythology here.
Interesting.
Hell yeah.
Hercules.
We got Hercules.
Kevin Sorbo? Kevin Sorbo? Or Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Oh. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Or The Rock.
Or The Rock. There you go.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely not The Rock. I'd go Arnold.
So if Thor is your leader and Hercules is your co-leader, I am just dying to know who your crew is.
Hercules,
Yeah,
Hercules,
I know.
Hercules.
I was debating between one who was obvious, but I just thought an even better one.
All right. Okay, so then after that would be Robbie.
Yeah.
Let him out.
I've got
No.
Oh, my bad.
two co-leaders.
All right.
So I've got Beast and I've got Storm. Beast and
Great
Storm
pick.
would be absolutely amazing at leadership. First of all, you got to have Beast. You got to have someone incredibly intelligent, right?
Yeah.
And you got to have someone who's so powerful, who's a flyer, who also has leadership experience. They both have leadership experience. Storm was an amazing leader for X-Men Gold back in the 90s.
Great leader.
So I think those two, taking orders from Jean and Xavier, kind of like up there in the head cloud. What? Anyway, I think those two are perfect. I mean, Storm's super powerful as well, and then you get a little bit of fighting ability from Beast, but definitely it's the intelligence and the strategic mind and leadership skills of Storm sells it for me.
That's actually a really good pick. I debated on where to put Beast inside of my list, and having him with Storm is actually a really great pull.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really cool dynamic too.
That's a good pick. I can see both of those as good co-leaders.
Thank you.
Your leaders were too obvious.
Yeah, it would have happened.
Your co-leaders were on the money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought about Sugar Man, but you know.
I mean, I'm now realizing that pretty much Robbie's team is just the characters that were on the 4 different covers of the X-Men 90s book. So if anyone at home, go and grab that trifold cover or that whatever it is, and every character on Robbie's team will be on that cover.
We'll see. This is the X-Men team that I would write. So.
All right. So then we got Will.
I went first.
Or I thought Bueller did. Okay. Bueller.
Yeah.
My turn?
Yeah, who's your co-leader?
I've been
Okay,
waiting.
I'd like to dedicate this to someone again, because every round I'm dedicating this to someone. And this one, I'm dedicating it to Lawrence Fishburne of Morpheus fame.
Nice.
So thank you, Lawrence Fishburne, for a great Morpheus character. Look at that. He's like floating. There you go. And for my co-leader, it is none other than Sally Blevins, otherwise known as Skids. And she creates force fields, and she can put a force field around the team so that nobody gets hurt. And she's got a great name, Skids, and Will is familiar with Skids. But Skids, great character. Sally, she does a really great job. So if you need a co-leader of the team, just get some skids, and there you go.
I
like that. I like that pick.
In here.
No comment from the person who does the laundry around here.
Yeah.
Will's never going to have any of us on his channel again.
He's already sick of us.
Yeah.
What
He's
have I
got a
done?
little green book writing down all of the offenses that are happening over time. So then when he takes over YouTube, he can give it to everybody.
Don't worry, Will. You'll last longer than all of us, and you can have the last laugh eventually.
So Sugar Man and Skids are my leaders of the team.
I'm really excited to hear the rest of Bueller's list.
I know you are. You will be.
I can't wait to just see all of them on one cover. That would just be the greatest thing.
All right, we got Will here on the
All right,
kid.
well,
So I have two co-leaders. My first one is Cyclops. Some of his ideas may have not been the best, but they always come out winning, and he's like one of the greatest leaders aside from Professor X. And then my other one is Rogue. She's very smart and very powerful, so she would make a good co-leader as well.
Rogue is one of my all-time favorite characters. X-Men, whatever, doesn't matter. So I like that pick. Rogue, that's really good.
Rogue's a great pick. I think Rogue's great. I think if you would have moved Cyclops and Havoc, you'd have a better go at this because I do not see Scott taking orders from Alex.
True.
Interesting.
I don't. Just like I don't see Magneto and Xavier taking orders from.
That's why Havoc ran his own little team, because he's like, I ain't letting my big brother tell me what to do.
But Will, you're a really good job with Rogue. That's a great one. She's been a great leader before in X books, so hell yeah.
Hey, but there's a first for everything. Maybe this time Havoc would be dogging on Scott like, yo.
Yeah, I'd actually like to see that.
I'm running it.
I hate Cyclops usually.
Yeah, I'm a Havoc fan all day over Cyclops.
Yeah.
So, Will, who's the number one leader? Cyclops or Rogue?
Cyclops.
That makes sense to me.
All right, so we have round two, and we have the co-leaders. For Bueller, he has Skid. Bill has Hercules.
Yeah.
Robbie has Beast and Storm.
Not bad.
I have Magneto and Professor X, and Will has Cyclops and Rogue.
Half and half.
So, half and half. There we go. So in the chat, who do you think won that round? By the way, Sean, has anybody else come into the chat since we began?
I haven't noticed anybody different than the usual suspects commenting.
The usual suspects. All right.
I think Bueller's cat wins that round.
Nipples for the win.
There is a cat theme later on in the list.
Nice.
Right now. One for Dylan.
It's a cat theme.
One for me.
Travis voted for Skids.
Robbie.
One for Robbie.
Skids. Come on, Skids.
One for Bob.
Look at this. They're doing the math.
Who's playing the music? I like that.
Okay.
That's my music. The little slow jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine. You don't think that's gonna get copyright, do you?
It depends where you get it from.
It's on YouTube right now. It's playing in the background. Look at that.
So
looks like Robbie's gonna get this one.
Yep.
My secret, just cover, just list all the characters on those X-Men #1 gatefold variant. Right?
Robbie slid all the PCP Army $20.
I'll give it to Robbie. It's not Co-Captain's good. I thought both of them good picks.
They are. We just gotta admit that sometimes, you know. Probably knows what he's talking about.
Okay.
And if you don't know, he'll keep talking until you do know.
Yep. You know what? I'm a talker.
I think we're kind of all talkers. That's kind of the name of the game.
Kind of the point, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like Robbie took that round.
He did.
And, so now we're going to be moving on to our brutes, and this time we're going to go with Bueller as the first pick of this round.
Yep.
This is so good. And as always, I want to dedicate this round to a character I really like, and it's Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons. So this is in dedication to Krusty the Clown. You're welcome. But my brute is none other than Big Bertha.
Yeah.
Big Bertha is huge, and she gets even huger if she wants to, and she has superhuman strength, and that's all she does. So she is my brute, Big Bertha. There you go.
All right.
From the Great Lakes Avengers, right?
What's that?
Mentioning the Great Lakes Avengers.
Great Lakes.
Yeah. Yeah. The GL Avengers.
There you go.
I think that's a strong pick, Bueller. I think you're already at the head of this round.
I think it's Big Bertha, man. If anyone doesn't know who Big Bertha is, just type it into Google. Be careful.
Yeah, you got
to type in Big Bertha Marvel. Don't just type in Big Bertha.
You'll get
Big Bertha Marvel.
All right.
You'll get a couple viruses on your computer if you don't put that Marvel in.
Dylan knows that from experience.
Big Bertha Marvel character.
Stop looking through my browser history, Robbie.
All right, so I'm going to go next on my brute. Now, this is the character that I don't personally like, but I thought he was a great pick for this. This is a character who is basically he's held his own against Thor, and he's fought Thing to a standstill, and he is from the mutant likes, and that would be my brute's going to be Namor. Yes, I picked Namor.
All right.
Wow.
Get him.
I can dig
He's like
on that.
He's like a fish.
Aquaman would be better, but Namor's cool.
Yeah. He's like a
I didn't
fish.
think very many people would pick him, but I think he's a solid brute.
He is.
He uses brute cologne.
That one
That's
comes
good.
It's awkward when we can't like talk too much smack, and we're like, no, that was a sensible pick.
I'm all, wait a minute, they're not talking. I must have got one.
Didn't
They're
Namor
like shit.
Didn't Namor have an affair with an invisible woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Real nice.
Allegedly.
Real nice pick, Bob.
You don't know if she was really there or not because it was just him in the bedroom.
I love it.
Anybody can say they had an affair with her if they wanted to. Yeah.
All right, next one up, we got Robbie. Will.
I have two brutes. My first one is Onslaught. He was created by Professor X and Magneto. He's punched Juggernaut from Canada to New Jersey. He can easily lift 100 tons without struggle and has casually restrained the Hulk multiple times. My second brute is Genesis. He's a clone of Apocalypse, and he can easily lift 100 tons. He has shapeshift and size shift ability. And he has a healing factor, and he's young, so as he gets older, he'll just get even stronger.
Man.
Bringing up the onslaught there. I like that.
I got to give you big props for the Onslaught thing because I'll be honest,
man.
Onslaught almost wound up on my list. So, I mean, yeah, Will, sorry. There you go. I can't talk smack about that. That's great.
What was the other one?
Genesis.
The little Apocalypse kid.
Okay, we could talk smack about him.
Genesis. I'm more of a Nintendo guy.
Yeah, me too.
If you would have put Nintendo on there,
Yeah.
I would have made more.
You might have won this round.
Those were definitely solid picks, and the research that you put behind them, Will, way to go, dude. That's the way to do your homework.
I'm looking right at Will. Just trying to see trying to read his face for the next round.
He's got a great poker face, doesn't he?
Where's he going?
He's stone cold.
I don't got that pin in my side.
Don't look too long because he's a stone cold killer.
He's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Here's the one that I'm interested in hearing about. We got Thor as the leader, Hercules as the co-leader. Who is Dylan's brute going to be?
See, I had an obvious one because he's always one of my favorite X-Men. So it was Wolverine. But I'm like, dang, I got even better. Conan the Barbarian.
What?
Conan.
How is he a mutant?
Did you say Conan
You
the
born
librarian?
with his power.
What's his power?
Did you say Conan the librarian?
Strength, honor, and badassery.
Might as well just put Conan O'Brien on there.
Yeah, right.
I
He
mean,
was
that
born with more talent.
They were going to be back to back. Like on the cover, I imagined Conan the Barbarian with the sword and then Conan O'Brien back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Will wants to know if it's Conan the Librarian from UHF.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, Dylan, I just want to let you know, man, that if your next pick goes from God of War, I'm turning.
Oh my God!
Dylan's gonna stick with the Arnold Schwarzenegger his movie. So next one will be the Terminator.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you what, though. Everybody would buy issue 1 of Dylan's X-Men team book. They may not come back for issue 2, but they would buy issue 1.
Exactly.
That's a great
one,
point.
the only one that's got it. As long as issue 1 sells out, I'll get at least 12 issues out of them. Nobody will buy them, but they'll be there. They'll be on the rack for a long time, and then they'll be in the long boxes.
Thunder God said he had you until that one.
Well, I was gonna go with Wolverine, but that's an obvious one. I'm trying not to be obvious with my picks.
I don't mind being obvious.
So we're gonna leave.
All right, fine. Then I'll go with Wolverine.
Round 3.
Change my pick. It's Wolverine.
No.
I have to go.
That's what I had first.
No changing picks.
All right, fine. Then stick with it. I don't care.
Stick up for your team.
I love Conan, so I will.
Your name is Robbie, not Dylan, not Waffle Boy. No waffling, my friend. All right. So in the chat, who do you think won the brute round?
Can I go?
Come on, Bob.
I'm sorry. Hey, Robbie, I'm sorry about that. I thought we had already picked one for it, bro.
Okay. You're freaking me out. You're kind of like Max Headroom right now, Bob. You're like really weirding me out right now. You're kind of like. All right. For brute, I got 2. This is the last one I have 2 people for. So.
Man.
And when you think of brute, you think of big and strong, right? Most people think of muscles. They think of someone like Conan the Barbarian, right? I'm going to go with Iceman and Bishop. Those are 2 of the absolute most powerful members of the X-Men. Iceman can do so much. You need some brute strength. How about 20 ice golems coming straight at you, just tearing through stuff, right? You need some
fire. Just melt it with a lighter.
What?
Melt it with a lighter. I mean, get a big lighter, and you win.
Gilder, why don't you do yourself a favor and read an X-Men comic post 1990, please?
Yeah, I didn't know we could pick 2. I didn't know we could pick 2 players because Bishop was 1. I was really debating on Bishop.
See, that's the thing with Bishop too. He may not seem like an obvious brute. Okay, so you got Iceman. He can handle all that ground fighting, right? He can just make little ice golems, and yeah, even if they melt them, Bueller, he can just make more. That's what he does. He's Iceman. He's been super powerful since the mid-90s. He just keeps increasing his power level. Bishop. Let's say you need somebody to just like wipe out a whole bunch of people. Hey, Storm, charge me up. Boom. Bishop. Plus, you add in Bishop's fighting ability, his tactical mind. You're adding so much more than just brute strength. So I'm going Iceman and Bishop.
I love Bishop, man.
Interesting.
Nobody told me you could pick 2 characters.
I sent you screenshots of the entire message, Dylan. Okay, I'm sorry if you didn't read it all. But I sent you every bit.
I skimmed through it, Robbie.
I might not agree with Robbie's picks, but he does make a good argument for them. And I am a big Iceman fan, but I don't agree with the picks. But it was a good argument, so I'll give him that.
Iceman's a mega level.
He is an omega level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
omega
but
level.
global warming kind of hurts him.
Yeah, just a little
I would
bit.
never thought of Bishop as a, but I think that's. I mean, he's definitely. It's a solid pick.
Yep.
All right, so now, who do you?
Is Bob glitchy on your guys' end?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
He's max headroom.
I've been having problems with my connection all day, so if I've been glitching, I do have to apologize.
All right.
It's not
Stephanie's
just me.
asking you to review the picks again.
Yes. All right. So for my pick, I had Nate, Will had Onslaught in Genesis.
Tell me the picks as they come. Right?
Then we had Bueller had Big Bertha.
One for
For the win.
We had X-Men and Bishop, and Dylan went with Conan the Barbarian. There are guys in the chat. Who do you think won that round?
So far, we have one pick for Dylan.
One for Dylan. For Conan. Give me a break. Come on, Sam Fett.
We have one for Will.
Well,
One for Will. Nice. Come on, Big Bertha. Come on. Big Bertha gets one.
We have three for Will.
I got one for Big Bertha. I'm on the board.
4 for Will.
We got 4 for Will, 5 for Will.
2 for Big
6
Bertha.
for Will.
I
Whoa.
knew I should have put Onslaught on my list. Damn it.
Ah,
7.
Will.
Damn, Will.
Wow.
I do like Onslaught.
I do too.
Whoa. 8.
Cool costume.
Yeah. It's a great story too. I love it.
Yeah.
I love Onslaught.
I did get a vote though. That feels so good.
Yeah, right. I didn't get a single vote, but that's fine. Y'all just don't know. Iceman would wipe the floor. And Bishop, come on, man.
Hell yeah.
Gotta have Bishop on your team, right, Dylan?
Definitely.
Dylan votes for me. So can I get a vote from Dylan? And Dylan, I'll vote for you so we can each get a vote.
All right.
Oh, you already got a vote. Never mind. I'll vote for
Get me up to 2.
What if Big Bertha sat on skids? Would it leave a mark? Absolutely.
Jesus.
That's the whole point.
I think Bueller's telling a story with these picks. You can piece it together.
I am telling the story, man. The next one is gonna.
I want to see Bueller's team on a cover just so
Oh
bad.
man, it'd be the best. The next one is.
Any artists out there? Let's do it.
Oh, we got another one. Bueller, you have 2 picks. Look at that.
Oh, Iceman's totally brutish, Tyler.
Bertha has 2. Nice. That's a wide Bertha right there.
All right. So far, we have Will at 8 picks.
Will. I think Will's going to
Bueller
easily win that one.
Dylan with 1.
Everyone did. I know he paid him off because
Bob
they're
and Robbie. I'm surprised you both got 2 picks this time. Overall, so far, we have Will and Robbie with both 8 picks. We have Dylan with a total of 6, Bob with 2, and Bueller with 2.
I have a total of 8. I just got 8 this round.
It's the only picks you've gotten, Will.
Will's got 11. I'm sorry. I can't do
I don't know
math.
what's happening. All I know is I'm pretty sure.
All right, so we have 11, 8, 2. All right, so Will's ahead by 3. I apologize.
Thunder God says, Robbie, your team is essentially the X-Men. Throw us a knuckleball. I'm sorry if I'm taking this seriously.
How dare you not take your make-believe comic book character seriously, Robbie?
This isn't a game.
This
This is real life.
I want to change my brute to Babe Ruth. Can I do that?
No. Oh, moving on. We have the glue character. Your team together, and we're with Will.
He said Will, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Picking up that bad.
I can't hear anything.
All right, I think you're up first. Will.
So my glue of the team is Beast. He's a well-educated man in arts and sciences, known for his witty sense of humor. He's extremely smart. He'll keep the group informed, and if something starts to go wrong and gets the team all worked up, Beast will know how to handle it so the team doesn't fall apart. So he'll make good glue.
It's a very sensible pick, Will.
What was it? What?
Beast.
Oh, okay. Beast. I like Beast. He is a glue. He's a glue man.
He is.
Yeah.
He could probably know how to manufacture the best glue out there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
He's also a glue sniffer.
What?
What? You didn't know?
Better than the skid sniffer.
That might be Dark Beast.
Oh, Dark Beast.
Oh, Dark Beast. I love me some Dark Beast.
Me too. I was thinking of him because
Beast isn't bad.
Bob, you haven't moved for like a minute.
I see the jawline moving every 10 seconds.
Does anyone, if I was to log on back on, would it, since I'm the host of the live stream, would it split?
I don't.
Try just
I think you can leave the live stream. You can just come back in. I think it stays up.
Yeah, I had the power go out on me one time, and I dipped out, and I was afraid that the whole thing was gonna be gone. But then I came back, and they were still there chatting. So,
Yeah.
Robbie, remember on Comic Book University, his whole thing shut down, and I was on there by myself. And then I was like, I gotta stream with Robbie. I gotta go.
And then it's just nothing for like hours.
Yep.
All
right.
I got a lot of watch time out of that, though.
I'm gonna put in the chat, and then I'm log out and reboot and come back.
Okay.
We're just going to talk about you, Bob, when you're gone.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
this one time when Bob came over.
I didn't even notice till now. He's got the bullseye hat on. Repping Daredevil.
Oh, there's a good story behind that hat. Yeah, I can share that.
Might as well. We got time.
Is he going to leave?
Yeah, we're just waiting for Bob to go so we can all be like, thank goodness.
Yeah. Would you get out of here? Would you leave, please? You're still here, Bob.
I'm leaving now.
Oh, he put in his glue characters.
Oh, nice.
Kate Pryde, Franklin Richards, and Beast.
Nice.
Well, that doesn't count. We're gonna wait till you come back. You gotta. He's still here. He hasn't left yet.
I can't tell. There we go. I am so glad that guy left.
Man,
no.
Still feeling that guy's
All right, Bueller, why don't you go ahead?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We're waiting for Bob.
Are we gonna
let's
wait for him?
Bob.
Okay, all
We'll
right.
wait for him.
Okay.
What else are we gonna do?
I got to go get some more juice anyway. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Robbie needs to take his
Robbie,
break.
it's unhealthy for you. You should quit.
Whoa.
You know, telling other people what to do is unhealthy for you, Will.
Oh. That's what my New Year's resolution was, to start smoking, and so far I haven't done it. So I still got time to start smoking. So how are you gentlemen doing? I mean, this is great. I mean, the show's been flawless. I mean, I'm winning hands down. Everyone knows in the chat I'm winning.
Bob's doing a great job.
It's not about votes.
I'm doing a great job counting the numbers.
There you go. There you go. Do you, Sean, do you agree with Will's team?
For the most part, I think he's pretty creative. The leader, he really wanted to go with Havoc, and we talked about it a little bit, but
you had nothing to do with this.
Oh, it's always nice to see the son and father dynamic.
Oh yeah,
in front of us.
trying to get little achievement points.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pretty soon it'll be, shut up, Dad.
God, it's already there.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
So I was talking about this before we came on the air, but for anyone in the chat, Source Point Press has free comic books right now on their website, to where you can just go to their website, Source Point Press. They got a ton of different titles, and I think they're adding new stuff daily.
Yeah.
And if you just pay the shipping, I think I ordered like 18 books, and the shipping was like $9. And but it's basically a free comic book day through them, and they're actual real issues of books. So if anyone in the chat is interested in getting some Source Point Press books, they're giving them away right now.
Yeah.
Did you get any of those, Robbie?
What's that?
Did you get any of those free Source Point Press books that they're giving away?
I thought, is that not just digital? Is that actually physical copies?
It's physical copies, unless I paid for shipping for no reason.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, I have to look. I thought it was just digital.
No, yeah, it's $9.40 digital shipping. It was weird. Never
Well,
heard of it.
they send me their stuff, so I think I've read a lot. And they got there's a new one about to come out called Gutter Magic. Well, it's Gutter Magic's been out before, but Rich Duick's doing a second volume of it through Source Point, and they do really good. They just did one that really blew me away. It was called The Misplaced. That's a really good one. So if you want to know what free one to get The Misplaced. It's a beautiful esoteric book with amazing artwork.
I remember your review on that one. That was really good. I was looking for that book, and my LCS never got a copy.
I think they did pretty good too. If they made it, you can only buy like one per person. Like, well, I forgot it was today.
I think it goes start on the 27th. It goes for a couple more days, I think.
Nice. Yeah, because this week's supposed to be Free Comic Book Day, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday, but it's not. So the word right now is August, but we'll see what happens.
Hey, Bob, we stalled this whole time. We didn't move forward without you, buddy.
Yeah, we respect you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that very much. Did you guys see my picks?
Why don't you go ahead and, I mean, you put them in there, but why don't you do your thing?
Yeah, you're coming in great right now, so go for it.
Okay. You look awesome, man. God, you look like 10 years younger.
So I kind of took a gamble with this, only because of the fact that this connection has only been made twice in comic books, which is Kate Pryde and Franklin Richards. I think Kitty Pryde is really awesome as a glue character because she's learned to hold her own, and she hasn't lost who she is, and she's grown so much. She always has a way of being able to relationally keep people solid. And I think that her connection with Franklin Richards would be an awesome way for those two to be part of the thing I love about Franklin Richards is even though he's been through all kinds of stuff, he hasn't lost that piece of himself that's kind of innocent still. And he's still trying to find his way. And I think with Kate Pryde there, that would be an awesome place for him to be. And he would have that heart just like he does with his own family. And then I got to put Beast inside of there because, I mean, Beast always grounds characters, and I have to have that high intellect that he has there as well. And so I figured that that 3-card punch there would be a perfect glue for the team.
I really like those picks. I think all three of them are amazing. You always win me over with any kind of reference to the Fantastic Four, but that's some weak glue if you need 3 characters to hold this team together. I'm just
hey man, I got Magneto and Professor X as my co-host, and I got Namor inside of there. I need somebody who's going to hold that team together. Got to say that right now.
So you pick an 8-year-old kid?
He's not 8-year-old right now, man. He's like 17, man.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm going off outdated information. You're right.
Yeah. But that's my pick. That's my glue. And plus, it was an opportunity to just have round out my team to have the full 10 too. So
nice, real nice. Who's next?
Let's go with Bueller.
Okay. Did I get the big screen again? Because I got to do my
sorry.
dedication.
Yeah, I'm all over the place here, guys.
Okay. My dedication for this round is none other than Manny Faces from He-Man, and he has Man-E faces.
Why have we got a green arm, man?
It's because he's I don't know.
What's going on with that figure?
My glue of the team is her name is Lorelei Travis. Her superpower is she has living hair, and not only that, she's an exotic dancer. So if you need glue to hold the team together, nothing goes better than living hair and exotic dancer. Here we have Lorelei Travis. That is my glue of the team. The real character, look it up.
That's an interesting pick. That's a bold move. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I don't think so. I take tips.
All right. Yeah, so does she.
It pays off for him, Cotton.
Lorelei Travis, living hair, and exotic dancer.
Interesting pick, my friend.
Are we handing out the participation awards tonight?
She doesn't think she wants me going to your house anymore.
I don't have the stripper pole here anymore. I'm not kidding, Bob. I used to have a stripper pole in my living room. Remember Stacia?
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to live here, dude. And when she was renting a room, she put a stripper pole right in the middle of my living room.
Oh wow! I thought those high heels were yours, bro.
They are.
Oh, they are.
All right. Let's see. Before I left, who went before me?
Will.
Will. And Will, what was your pick again?
Beast.
Beast. That's right.
Mine was Lorelei Travis.
I got yours.
Living hair / exotic dancer. No, I just don't want you to forget.
I won't. I got it, bro.
I know you won't forget.
All right, Dylan, you are up.
Cool. All right. So my glue of the team would be Thunderbird.
Dude, he's dead.
Yeah, he did.
All right, then Warpath.
He did too.
What?
Warpath's not dead.
Then Warpath. But that's a bummer because I love Thunderbird.
But Thunderbird died like his second appearance, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, but how many times have they resurrected a dead character?
But they've never done it to Thunderbird.
Yeah, Thunderbird.
Yeah, I do remember he died like second issue, but
why is he not back? Actually, now that they can bring everybody back, why?
Krakoa, he should be back.
Yeah, why are they hating on Thunderbird?
Yeah, there was somebody wrote that in an article just recently talking about out of all the characters that they brought back yet, they haven't brought back Thunderbird.
Damn. All right, then we'll Warpath, but I wish it could have been Thunderbird.
You can't pick Thunderbird, dude. In your world, you can bring him back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just throw the gold balls on him.
Yeah, gold balls on him.
Someone in the chat said,
showering him with some gold balls.
Someone in the chat was like, finally, Dylan picks a mutant.
How is gold balls not on my list?
So what makes him good glue there, Dylan?
Just because he like never gives up, and he would be able to, if the team was ever down and out, which they never would be, because my team is just they're just savage, freaking bastards, you know. He would be able to pull the team together and give them the wisdom that they need to be able to not give up.
The only a Mad Cave book comes to.
Well, if they were ever going to write the Savage X-Men, I'm going to have them come talk to you, Robbie.
That's Dylan, Bob.
Oh, Dylan. Sorry, man.
All good, brother. All good.
I take it as a compliment.
What's happening?
Yeah, what world are we in?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm real tired.
Hey,
you're fine.
It's understandable. Me and Robbie are like the same guy.
Yeah. I mean, look at us.
All right. Is there anybody I forgot this round? Robbie.
You forgot me again.
Robbie.
My glue of the team. My glue of the team, who I also say, that's the heart of the team, right? It's someone that needs to keep everybody together, keep them different clashing personalities in check, someone who can console, someone who can mediate, someone who can offer a little bit of counsel. For me, it's Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler 100%. The dude is an ordained Catholic minister, so he knows how to handle these people. He already knows how to handle the mutants because he's been the glue of the team many times before. Plus, you have the added benefit of his charming personality and that nifty tail and some swashbuckling adventure type stuff. And he's the coolest X-Men ever. I love Nightcrawler, but you got the teleportation ability, which is going to be essential to making this team work in the field. But Nightcrawler is definitely the glue. He's the one that everybody goes to, and he's the only one who can calm Wolverine down for the most part.
This is true. It's funny. Nightcrawler was actually going to be one of my picks.
Yeah.
And since Franklin Richards can do the teleportation thing, that's why I went with Beast. But Nightcrawler was going to be my choice. That's awesome choice for glue.
Yeah,
agree.
Will was
Bam.
definitely battling between Beast and Nightcrawler for his glue pick.
That's because they're the two best X-Men ever, Beast and Nightcrawler. Bam.
The blue dudes.
Yep.
Have I forgotten anybody this time?
No,
I don't think you did mine.
Okay. Yeah, we did yours.
Can I just do a reminder? Lorelei Travis, living hair exotic dancer, best goo of the team.
That's the best glue of the team. As long as an
Brings
18.
everybody together.
Oh, this
One
is
for Robbie.
this has gone off the rails.
all right.
One for Robbie.
All right,
Not
Chad.
Lorelei Travis.
Damn, Bueller, you're at -1 right now.
All right, Chad. Who do you think has the best picks for glue? We have
Stephanie
Will picked Beast. We had Bueller pick Lorelei Travis. Robbie picked Nightcrawler. And we had Dylan picking Thunderbird. And myself, I had the three-prong attack of Cape Pride, Skylord, and Beast.
3 for
I like how you called him Psylord. That's
You like that?
Hell yeah.
Another 1 for Robbie.
Deep cuts, brother. Deep cuts.
1 for Robbie.
I love it.
5 for Robbie.
Oh,
6 for Robbie.
Robbie, you're running away with it this
Give
time.
me a break.
Because
This is
everybody
brilliant.
loves Nightcrawler, and he's the glue. He's already been the glue. It's obvious.
He's always been the glue.
1 for Bueller.
Oh, so that brings it back to 0.
Hey, Derek knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Derek knows.
Robbie.
Derek can appreciate Lorelei's
Robert.
effort that she puts into her work.
Derek, I'll never think you're the same, man. Hey, Hermione.
Essential business.
Herminio, thanks for joining the chat.
1 for me.
Hey, Herminio, real quick, just type my name out.
It's two, right? 2 for you? Or just one?
1.
Gonna have to catch this one on the replay, Herminio. It's a good one.
I'm having so much fun, y'all. I really am. I like how we started off really harsh on Will, and then we're all like, no, Will, that's actually good.
Yeah, there you go.
I think we all got scared.
You can't come out of the gate with Havoc. I mean, Havoc, man. Lorelei Travis would have made a better leader than Havoc.
No reaction from Will. Look at that. Stone cold, just like Dylan.
Sticking with it.
He's like, you're all on my list. When I turn 18, I'm coming for you.
I would
already
say
got all your addresses.
Sam Pett says his wife also picks for Dylan, so that's 2.
Oh, I don't know about that. That sounds a little fishy right there.
No, it isn't. My brother and his wife are
Chad is in the room, so Will, you want to say something?
20 before the show.
YouTube is 90.
That's right.
that's awesome.
I think I do it better than him.
Chad, real quick, just type out Robbie.
No,
Oh,
type in
type out
Will.
Will.
Come on. Just type out Lorelei. Just type out exotic stripper.
Herminio.
People will know exactly what you're talking
in the
about.
room, type in Will.
All right, so I think the next three characters on the
got it.
team are what's going to make these go off in a direction we have no control over here. I think this is where it can go really, really crazy. And so our next character on the team would be the covert character.
Wait, who won that round?
Well,
I
yeah,
did.
I have 1 more for me.
I think I won.
Sean, who won that round?
Robbie ran away with that one. He had
I think I won 4 straight.
Solid pick, Robbie. Solid pick.
Will
Everybody
had
loves Nightcrawler.
7, Dylan had 2. Will had 2. Bueller had 1. 3. And I'm sorry to say, Bob, but you had 0 that round.
It's all
Hey,
right.
Bob, way to go.
All right. I still stand by my pick.
I vote for you, Bob, since you said Psylord.
So next is Covert.
The next is the covert character. And this time we're going to have Dylan go first.
Nice.
So my pick would be Azazel. Since
Ooh,
Nightcrawler's
Nice.
obvious.
That's pretty cool.
That's
Just
a
kidding, Robbie.
really good pick.
Yeah, I mean, because I was thinking of Nightcrawler, but I like Azazel, man. He's badass, and he's just a little more demented. and crazier than Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler's kind of on the square side. I feel like Azazel's a little darker. I still love them both, but I know Azazel's powers are a little bit stronger too, because he's the father of Nightcrawler. Or yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you know, he can, you know, he has basically all the same powers. There was something where he can like stand in a crouch position for a long time, and he what was it? Oh, his camouflage abilities for dark areas, and he could just get you in and out of places, just as Nightcrawler could. So I thought he would be a perfect covert character for my team.
That's actually a great pick there, Dylan.
Well, thank you. I had to get at least one.
I think that's your best one, Dylan.
That was a good one.
I like Thor.
Well, finally, now you say it.
All right, we'll go with Robbie next.
So yeah, this one goes to Wolverine because, I mean, a covert guy. Wolverine can be totally covert, but you also you got to have Wolverine on an X-Men book. I hate reading a book. I hate reading an X-Men book without Professor Xavier, and I hate reading one without Wolverine. So I got to have Wolverine on my list. He's the best. He's the best that there is at what he does, and what he does is get covert, and sometimes he's not as covert. But if you need someone to go out and like take someone out, Wolverine's your dude. I almost went with X-23, but you got to have Wolvie.
All right,
I like Wolverine too.
See, if I could go back, I would definitely have Conan and Wolverine, because I feel the same way. You got to have Wolverine. I can't stand reading a team without Wolverine.
There's not enough books with Wolverine in it.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't know we could do two. I read the email or the message. I did not see nothing about two can be on a team.
You literally just told us you skimmed it at the beginning of the show.
I read it like 5 times.
All right. So great pick, Robbie. And I would agree. I actually have the same pick, so I'm going to change my pick. We'll get to that.
Hey.
Whoa.
Well, then I'm changing my pick.
Hey, look at that.
I'm changing mine to Onslaught. I'm changing mine to Onslaught and Sugar Man.
Yeah, I haven't told you guys what my pick is yet, so I'm not like changing something that's in stone.
Well, you
Gosh.
could have been clever and not tell us that you were changing it.
Audible. Quick audible.
Definitely could have done that. So I'll go next.
Mm-hmm.
So
kind of fishy again.
my covert character, I'm going to pick Omega Red. Bam. Just for his power set and for his ties to the underworld. And yeah, that I'm going completely batshit different. Omega Red is my covert pick.
I like Omega Red, but is he really a nice covert operative? Because he just shows up, say he's sneaking into a building, and all of a sudden everybody dies. You don't think they'll notice that?
Yeah,
they won't
he's
notice.
the opposite of sneaking in.
They'll already be gone by the time they realize it's him.
Well,
That's a rough pick.
Well, everyone's going to be dead and gutted by the time Wolverine leaves the joint.
Rough
And you're
pick.
just going to hear monster sound. Ah!
You know what I hear right now? Crickets for that one. Crickets.
Okay, there you go. All right, Bueller, you're next.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my pick is Sharon Smith, otherwise known as Cat's Eye. Wait a minute, I forgot to do my dedication. I'm dedicating this to Bruce Campbell, Ash of Army of
There we
Darkness.
go.
There you go.
Something happened to his chainsaw.
The chainsaw broke off.
The same thing happened to my figure.
Yeah. So Sharon Smith, Cat's Eye, her power is she can transform into a purple cat. For some reason, it's purple. So she can transform into a little purple kitty cat, and then she can covertly walk right by Omega Red and all the other people and do exactly what she needs to do. So Cat's Eye, Sharon Smith, purple cat.
Okay.
Enough said.
Okay.
Plus,
All right.
Thank you.
The Cat's Eye is a good movie as well, so I'll give you that.
It is.
Exactly.
Stephanie says meow.
We can't have a stream with me and Robbie where we don't mention a horror flick.
You know it, buddy.
All right. And so the bat and cleanup on this one, we got Will.
So my covert pick is Mystique. And if you have to, he can like
No,
shape.
that's not.
She can shapeshift. So if you have to go into a place without being known, you can just shapeshift and then get the mission done. If she does get caught, she knows how to fight. She has enhanced strength, speed, stamina, durability, flexible agility, and reflexes. She also has slow aging and is the mommy of Nightcrawler.
Yes, she is. And that is a great pick. I mean, she is the quintessential covert character for the X books for sure.
I was definitely debating on her for sure.
Yeah, Mystique was on my top 5 covert operatives for her. That's a good pick again, Will. Damn.
I don't know.
I was especially thinking of her because I said I was trying to think of a girl to pick, and I fell short with it. But
I think Wolverine's better, personally, but Mystique's cool. You know, and if anybody's on the fence about the Wolverine thing, remember in the Hellfire Club, the original Hellfire Club story, he goes into the sewer, just guts all those people. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well, he's cool, but not as cool as Azazel. So
not as cool as Cat's Eye. Purple cat. Literally a purple cat. That's what she does. Purple cat.
We got.
Come on now.
All right. So we're going to go ahead with the voting.
Yes, go ahead and go with the voting.
All right. Well, don't forget Cat's Eye.
2 for me.
Wolverine.
Cat's Eye. Purple cat. That's it. That's all she does.
Thunder God says you guys are getting your ass kicked by a kid.
I don't know. Tally it up.
I got another one, Dad. Robbie got one.
Come on.
Thunder God, I thought you were with me, bro. Come on.
Cat's Eye. This is covert.
You lost him at Conan, man.
I know.
Covert.
I lost him and he ain't coming back.
3 for Robbie. Another one for me.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah. I
One
think
for me.
Wolverine would be able to sniff out the Laurel and Travis character.
Come on, PCP Army.
Hey.
I'll let you borrow the Joker van if you pick me.
Oh, bribery. I'll let you wear the vest if you pick mine. You can wear the vest.
Wear the vest. So what's the voting look like there?
Right now, Will has 6, Robbie has 5, Dylan has 1.
Killing it.
2.
You got
Hey,
2.
Omega Red and Cat's Eye are tied, Bob.
It's such a good pick. It's such a good pick.
Donuts.
Yes.
Oh, crap.
And Sam.
I forgot all about it. Starlink was going across our
Yes, too.
area today, and I missed it. Damn.
So I guess I should have went with Mystique for as good as Azazel was a pick. You guys,
I'm going to vote for Dylan. I like Dylan's pick. I think Dylan's got the best one.
Coattails. You guys are just riding the kids' coattails, and I don't like it.
Whoa!
We started off so harsh against Will. Everybody's like sympathy voting for Will. That's what's happening.
Man, I used to like that Dylan guy.
Look at that stone cold face, man. I'm getting scared.
No kidding, man. What's going on, Will? You're like Damien right now.
Another one for me.
Oh, last pick, 90 coming in with Will.
That is definitely.
Come on.
Chad, I thought we were like this.
If you don't say anything and you don't pick on other people,
End
you
of
get voted.
the NWO.
You pick on us all the time, Will.
I literally said one thing to Robbie, and that's it. It's literally
Always pick on us
how.
all the time.
He just had him on the show. That's favoritism.
You guys just freaking in the beginning of the show. You guys were the meanest to me for the first 45 minutes.
I'm sorry. Who was on my stream Sunday nights throwing shade and talking smack?
Man.
Now he's using them Puss in Boot eyes to get the sympathy votes.
Right. All right, so the next character on the list is the rookie of the team. And for starting off this round, we are going to go with Robbie.
My rookie. And I don't know what you necessarily meant by rookie, so I was assuming someone who hasn't served long with the X-Men, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going my favorite unappreciated X-Men character ever.
Don't do it.
Maggot.
Thank God.
Maggot from the 90s. I love Maggot so much. He's a dude who seriously, his intestinal tract, like his stomach, are these two like slugs that come up and they eat a bunch of stuff and they come back into him and he gets real big. And he hasn't served with the X-Men very much. I think he's from South Africa or something. I was just always fascinated with this character. And if I had an opportunity to write an X-Men book, I would totally put Maggot back in there Maggot's the best, and you can't convince me otherwise. Maggot's my rookie. There you go.
There you go.
All right. I haven't heard of Maggot in years. That's like a deep pull there, Robbie.
Thank you. Maggot's the best.
Maggot.
All right.
Are you mad, Bueller? Was that yours?
No.
Next one, we got Will the Beast. Who's your rookie?
Oh, here we go. It's Will's turn. Everybody be nice and kind. Oh, Will, you look so cute. Do a good job, Will.
Boy, oh boy.
Okay, Will, go.
Yeah, Will.
I have 2 rookies.
Two rookies, Will.
That's great.
Two.
That's fantastic.
Trying to get the double sympathy.
Congratulations, Will.
Oh man. He's a very powerful telepath. He's an Omega level mutant. That's Kid Omega. His telepathy has mass manipulation. He has telepathic tracking. He just has a bunch of other stuff, and he's partnered with Wolverine a couple times. My other rookie is Franklin Richards. He's the son of Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman. He's an alpha level mutant with the power to manipulate reality. He can create pocket universes, and he's like very powerful.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. I really like your picks, Will. Those are I almost picked Kid Omega for this. I have to always throw love to Maggot. However, you guys should not vote for Will because Franklin's not an alpha level mutant. He's an Omega level mutant. So this kid doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh man.
He's already getting him with the eyes. Now he's cheating.
Will might have started off with a stumble, but man, he's coming.
No, those are great picks. Those Kid Omega and Franklin would be.
I was about to say, Robbie. I was like, they turned you now too. I was like, I thought you were riding his coattails.
I'm sorry, man. Psylord and Kid Omega. Like Quentin's one of my favorite X-Men characters right now, and
that was Will's very first favorite character.
Oh hell yeah! When you get in the Mohawk, Will. The purple pink Mohawk. Do it.
All right, those
I
are.
didn't even hear what Will's picks were, but they were the best. Great job.
Hey, you're all right.
That's so good.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
That was surely that was great. No problem, Shirley.
Next question.
Next question.
Right.
Next
Okay.
Hey, don't forget to like the damn video.
Next one up, we got Dylan. Who is your rookie?
My rookie is the best rookie ever created in the X-Men universe, and that would be Glob, the one and only.
My man,
brother. I was praying Robbie didn't take him.
Nah, because Glob's not a good pick for this, but yeah, good going.
Yes, he is.
We love Glob. Glob's great.
Pick. He's an amazing pick. I already got a bunch of badasses. I need just one goofy guy to just be there to say stupid stuff.
Globby.
Wow, that's a great pick.
I love Will and Dylan's picks. I think they're fantastic.
I like Glob.
Yeah, Glob's good.
Shouldn't Glob be the glue?
Ooh, he would. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
All right.
Just something to make you think about.
But I couldn't think of a better rookie. Is the thing.
So my rookie is somebody who has never been on an X team, was born with powers, and so I figured this probably wouldn't be on anybody's list. But here's a character whose father was bitten by a spider. Yes, I'm talking about Mayday Parker, Spider Girl, would be my rookie on this team.
Ooh.
What?
Did
you just make that
I didn't
up?
know we could pick from alternate universes, man.
Well, there's a Daredevil. Let me tell you about this Daredevil.
Oh, here we go. Jesus. Take a seat, everybody. Here we go. See you in a half hour. Bob's got a Daredevil story.
Yep.
Spider-Girl's a great character. That's a great book too. The Tom DeFalco stuff with Ron Friends. That's a great book, and it's a cool character. She's got a great costume. Yeah.
I thought it'd just be cool as a rookie character because it's just completely different.
I like it.
All right, so batting up, clean up on this one, we got Bueller.
All right. So So I'd like to dedicate this one to none other, and this is probably for Robbie as well, but Julian Anderson, Dana Scully from the X-Files. This one is for you. Look how nice and
I love
saucy
that
she looks there. Look
so
at that.
saucy.
Dedicating that one. So my rookie is Pixie. Pixie can fly, and Pixie throws out pixie dust that makes people hallucinate, like a drug. So Pixie is my rookie. That's it.
Bueller, I'm kind of disappointed because that's a good pick.
I know it is.
It's not even
Pixie.
funny. Like, it's a good pick.
Pixie, she's a rookie.
You've thrown your whole stick off, though.
Come on, man. She's like, she does drugs.
I like Pixie. Pixie's good. I like all these answers so far.
I know. I did my research. 10
This
minutes
is a good
worth.
one. Huh.
All right, this one's gonna win.
That
Pixie
nobody's
for the
like
win.
Dazzler yet.
All right, Pixie. Megan Gwynn. Pixie.
All right.
Are we done? Is the show over? That was great. Hey,
No.
thanks,
Yeah. Y'all have a good one.
We got one more after this.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Another one?
All right, Sean, let's open the voting up on this round. Who has the best rookie?
Pixie. There's one.
Yep.
Pixie. She flies. She's got little pixie wings, like a pixie. Are they called pixies? I don't know. And she, like, dust comes out
So
and makes people hallucinate.
Thunder, is that a pick for Will?
Franklin is one of the strongest ever, but he doesn't know how to use his powers very well.
Bueller.
Well, it looks like Pixie's snorting her own pixie dust there.
Yeah.
Three for Pixie.
Pixie's a really good pick.
There's 4 right
Or
now.
yeah.
4. Oh.
Where's my maggot fans at? Come on.
Oh
Whoa,
my glob! I guess it's
Oh.
just me and Robbie.
Oh,
Another one for
man,
you.
I can't take it.
Bueller.
I'm bringing the heat. Take my jacket off.
Will. Kid Omega all day.
Another one for Bueller.
Sam Fett has been on the Dylan team all night. He's going with Dylan.
Just call it
Brother.
Pixie for the win.
Might as well just add his wife in there too.
Hey, we got some maggot love finally.
We got
There
Rocky.
you go.
We got
I'm winning.
All right, so who do we have winning that round, Sean?
oh, Bueller got that one that time.
Thank you.
All the time.
Thank you.
All right, way to go, Bueller.
Hey, thank you, Bob.
You're
Come
welcome.
on, y'all. Maggot. Maggot. Come on.
Man, I thought Will was going to clean house on that one.
Can I vote for
Pixie
Will?
the win.
All right, so moving on to our last member of our X team, greatest X team of all time. We have the wild card. Now, this is a character who has never been on an X team before, for sure. And yeah, let's go for it. And so, who hasn't gone first yet? I think we pretty much all have gone first, right?
Except you, I think. Oh wait, no, you did.
Yeah, I've gone before. So why don't we go with Will this time? Will, what's your wild card character?
Yeah, look at that kid.
Stone Cold
His
Killer.
hat's not even straight. Look at that guy, Rebel.
I'm trying to be like my idol Bueller.
Yeah, you are. Ooh.
My wild card is Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
He's one of the most powerful people, and he has a ton of abilities, and he saved his home world from Galactus, so he would make a great wild card.
Making the case.
I don't know, man. It's so let's just put it out there. So Will's buns on this team are not the great. The meat in the middle is pretty good, but the top of the bun and the bottom of the bun don't fit, man. The meat in the middle is good stuff.
I mean, Bob said they had to be born with their powers. Silver Surfer wasn't born with his powers. Nornrad didn't have those powers, right?
No, he was bestowed with those powers by Galactus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie
He's
wouldn't know it.
just a normal bald dude. Otherwise,
Oh,
I mean, not so good. Not
it's a
so
good try,
looking.
Will. It's a good try.
And Will drops the ball.
The people are still gonna. He's still gonna win. You just wait and see.
I know, huh?
Interesting.
All right, next up, we're going to go with Bueller. Who is your wild card?
My wild card is going back to the cat thing. But before I do, I got to dedicate this pick to. Let me fix my hat. Making sure it's just right. There we go. Okay. This is dedicated to Jeff Goldblum from Independence Day.
Nice.
Thank you, Jeff Goldblum, for saving the world. You did us all a favor.
Look at them huge hands.
That's right.
We need you right now, Jeff Goldblum.
Goldblum's got some huge ass hands.
My final pick is going back to the kitty cat theme. Is Feral, which has a feline appearance, sharp claws, enhanced sense, and a healing factor. And so Feral, there you go, an honest, good pick. There you go. Wild card.
Your X-Men team book would be called X-Men, aka Cats.
Yeah. Be just as successful as that movie was.
Hey, like it would say the adaptation from the Cats musical.
As long as Andrew Lloyd Webber writes the music.
Well, there you have it.
Fix my hat.
There he is with that deadpan stare again. Look at him down there.
It looks like a Hershey kiss on the top of my head.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. It looks like the poop emoji.
It's the poop emoji.
Yeah.
All right.
Not like that forever.
I'm really disappointed, Bueller, that your wild card was not just an obvious easy one. Like that, I think that would have set you up to carry this to the finish. If you would have been like all these random ones, Sugar Man, this, that, and then at the end you were just like Wolverine.
Well, what's wrong with Feral? Feral's that's a real character. That's a good character.
Feral's a great character. I think it's a good pick for a wild card. But she's been on an X team before. She was on X-Force. Bob said that the wild card could not be on an X-Men team before.
Bob's making stuff up as he goes along.
Oh, yeah, man.
He literally said, I'm changing my pick. Remember that? Remember when he said that?
I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too.
But he's not an elite, so we don't need to worry about him.
Omega Red. He's my stealth guy. That's like saying the Thing is my stealth.
Yeah.
All right. Next one we got is Robbie.
For my wild card, because I followed the directions. You said someone born with powers who's never been on an X-Men team before.
Right.
My wild card is Blade.
You son of a bitch.
Blade 100%. Everybody knows I am oozing and dying to write Blade. By the way, if anybody from Marvel's watching this, I have a 5-year plan that could end in a big line-wide crossover. Blade's a great character. He would work so well with the X-Men. He's been in the X-Men books before, but never officially part of the team. You see his team dynamic right now in Jason Aaron's Avengers run. It works. I would love to see him on a team with Jean Grey and Xavier and Beast and Storm and Wolverine and Nightcrawler and Maggot. I think it would be an amazing team, and Bishop as well. Blade would be fantastic. So much fun. And let's just imagine that there's some kind of mutant vampire threat now, right? You need Blade's expertise. He's a hand-to-hand fighter. He's tactically sound. He's got powers he was born with. He's the Daywalker. He was played by Wesley Snipes, which gives him an edge on anybody else's character that was ever mentioned in tonight's stream. Blade, the wild card for the win. Come on, PCP Army, Blade.
Yo,
Blade.
You should have let me go first, and you should have stole Glob from me. And I'm not changing my pick either.
All right.
So you got to, by the end of it, you got to pick who's the better team.
This
So
is
I'm
good.
next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
you
so.
are next. And that was a great pick, Robbie.
I won't change it because I have to stick with it, and mine's Blade 2. That's why me and Robbie are the best.
Blade 2 is better than Blade 1, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I agree. But that was literally my pick, Robbie. That was literally my pick.
Sure it was.
I swear to God.
Show me the list. Okay.
Come on now. You know I'm your number one supporter of Blade.
About your Blade pick, Scarpad has something to say about it.
Nah, see, he's not a punk because he doesn't pay his taxes, so he's not a sucker like the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
But that's why he's not. That's not why he's not getting any movie roles right now, right?
Yep.
Because they're like, they ain't gonna take my check.
They're on the hunt for him.
I bet he got that $1,200. I bet the government kept that $1,200 from Wesley.
You know it.
I thought that'd be a little bit funnier, but
we were watching What We Do in the Shadows the other night, and he does make an appearance.
oh, the new season,
It was from last season.
Wesley Snipes.
Yes. Yeah. When they
I don't remember him.
they had like all the king vampires and the actors that had played vampires in the movies and all that, and they had Dave Bautista and everybody in there.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes was coming in through Skype.
Well, I'm gonna have to check that out again because that's a great show, and if Wesley's in it, hell yeah. I mean, Wesley, Passenger 57. Come on, everybody.
What show are we talking about?
You never see What We Do in the Shadows, Dylan?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, it's like The Office, but with vampires. It's hilarious.
Don't forget about
I've heard of it.
Think of vampires with the comedy of Taika Waititi, man. That's it.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of it. I've just never seen it.
It's on like Hulu or something.
Actually, in one of those scenes too.
All right, so my last pick for the wild card on my team is a character that has definitely never been on an X team and was born with his powers and has in the past single-handedly brought the Avengers to their knees. And so
is it Lorelei Travis?
I thought it was Big Bertha.
My wild card is Taskmaster. Mike drop.
Should have seen that one coming.
Taskmaster. Come on. We knew that Taskmaster, Daredevil, or Bullseye or Doom were going to be on this list somewhere. Right?
Had to have been. I mean, I could have went with Doom because he had superior intellect. He was born with that, but it would have been too obvious. I didn't want to take it all.
Taskmaster. I've never liked Taskmaster. I'm just going to say that.
I know you haven't.
Never liked
you haven't. I love Taskmaster.
Cheesy.
Will likes Taskmaster. He has the first appearance of Taskmaster because Bob sent him a copy of it.
I had a first appearance of Taskmaster, and I gave it away in one of our PCP boxes because I didn't give a shit.
All right. I'm glad to know what you think.
I'm just messing with y'all, all in fun, right? And we're just having fun.
Of course.
I do hate Taskmaster, though.
I know you do.
Robbie, see what Scarpet said.
Scarpad's always got something to say.
We have Lost in Comics joining us. Welcome.
All right. So that right there is our picks for the wild card spot. I had Taskmaster. We had Will with Silver Surfer, Bueller with Ferrell, Robbie with Blade, and Dylan with Blade.
All right, let it begin.
2 Blades. They cancel each other out, so it's just between me and me.
You might as well just give Blade the win.
You're delusional, Bueller. Ferrell was already on an X-Men team. Doesn't count.
So is Blade.
No.
Yep.
No.
One for Dylan.
Yep.
He briefly appeared at the beginning of X-Men Volume 4, but he wasn't part of the team.
He was there.
More for Dylan.
We're definitely Robbie. We're winning.
He was one of the original. It was
Blade's
before.
the best. You can't. There are worse things out tonight than vampires.
3,
Like what?
4.
Like me. Blade.
I got 4 so far.
Plus, no other character mentioned has Mystical on their soundtrack.
Probably has.
There you go.
Oh wait, no. 5.
Come on, Ferrell. Any love for Feral Cat?
For both of them.
Feral Kitty Cat? Where's everybody who likes comics has a cat. Come on.
I knew Blade would be the best thing. Blade. I got more picks on Blade than I did any other one.
Yeah, because Blade's just the best.
He is. That was like I thought of him first. I was like, there's no one better.
Blade would be a great wild card on any team.
Exactly.
Fantastic Four, Avengers. He's a wild card on Avenger right now. Silver Surfer.
We need to get a damn.
Hey, William says Ferrell. Yep, William knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Does he get a free Bueller box next month by any chance? I'm just curious.
Williams don't count for 7. Colin Farrell. Yep. I thought that's who that was. Damn it.
You should have picked Colin Farrell's Bullseye.
Yeah, that was such a good movie. I love that movie.
I want a bloody
It's the
Paulston.
best, by far the best presentation of a Daredevil on the big or small screen ever.
You see that light at the end
You
of
got
the
to stop
tunnel?
smoking bad weed, Bueller.
Was that one? It was so good.
You see that light at the end of the tunnel? That ain't heaven.
He poured like mustard in his coffee, and he switched it, and the guy drank it.
Yeah, you got to stop smoking bad weed, Bueller.
Damn, Bueller smoking bad weed in Portland? That's impossible, right?
Yeah, there's no bad weed in Portland.
All right, Sean, who won that round?
Okay, so since Robbie and Dylan both had Blade, they both get 7 each.
Dylan.
Will had 3.
Son of a bitch.
How many? I had one.
Who'd you have? Farrell?
Yeah, he had one.
Oh, sorry. Yep. And
One.
we had 1. So, yep.
Yeah. All
Yep.
it takes is one.
This is
Oh,
by
I don't
far.
know.
I just want to say that.
I got 8, Will. I think I got 8. I think we let Sean do the counting, and I think Will might. If Will wins, I don't know.
Well, I think that there needs to be a final vote.
Around.
There needs to be a final vote for who has the best overall team.
Exactly.
We gotta run down our team.
Yeah,
We gotta run
that's
down
what
our
we're gonna
team.
do.
And I
So-
just want to say this, y'all. This has been by far one of my favorite live streams I've ever been a part of on YouTube. So thank y'all so much.
It's,
Yeah, I
it's
wish
been
I
a
could
lot
say
of
the
fun, that's
same.
for sure.
Yeah, I thank you, Bueller. Even though Will doesn't seem to be having a lot of fun, but that's okay.
Yeah, look,
I think he was a little bummed out about his Silver Surfer pick not getting allowed.
I mean, it
love
was allowed.
Silver
You got 3
Surfer, man.
votes
That
out of
guy's
it.
So good. He's
Farrell?
Silver Surfer. What?
I think that's an automatic DQ. Silver Surfer and Farrell? Come on now. Bob gave us very specific rules, and y'all didn't
Yeah,
follow
well,
them.
you just copied Dylan. So you're DQ too.
Me and Dylan got the secret alliance going on.
Yep.
All right, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to have each person recap their team.
Yes.
And then we're going to have the chat go ahead and vote in what the greatest team is. And so since I definitely have got myself into the last position, I'm going to go first. And my leader was Cyclops. My co-leaders was Magneto and Professor X. My brute was Namor. The leader that holds my team together is Kate Pride, Richards, and the Beast. My covert character is Omega Red. My rookie is Mayday Parker, Spider-Girl. And my wild card is Taskmaster.
Bullseye Bob, the last master.
There you go. And next one up, I'm just going to go how these pictures are laid out. Next, we have Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers. Go ahead and recap your team, brother.
My leaders were Professor Xavier and Jean Grey. My co-leaders were Beast and Storm. My let me pull up the list. My brute was Iceman and Bishop, which didn't get a lot of love, but trust me, it works. My glue of the team, the heart, is Nightcrawler. My covert operative is Wolverine. My rookie is Maggot, greatest X-Man ever. And my wild card is Blade, greatest character ever.
There we have it. Next, we got Hero and the Kid. And Will, go ahead and recap that team.
So my leader was Havoc. My co-leaders were Cyclops and Rogue. My brute was Onslaught and Genesis. My glue was Beast, and my rookies were Kid Omega and Franklin Richards. And then my wild card, I guess, doesn't count. It was Silver Surfer.
Oh, yeah.
It counts to me, Will.
It counts, Will.
It counts.
It doesn't count for Robbie.
And
But
his
for me, it counts.
Stop trying to make me feel bad.
and covert was
What's happening here?
I told you he would hit us with the Puss in Boots eyes.
All right, Bueller, go ahead and recap your team.
This is not my team. This is the people's team. This is not my X-Men team. This is the people's X-Men team.
This is what
That's what I'm here for, the people, not for me. You guys ready?
More power
Our
to the
leader of the people's X-Men team is none other. What? Are you talking? What? The leader is Sugar Man. Sugar Man. The co-leader is Skids. Skid Mark for short. The Brute is Big Bertha. It's just a big, huge, large lady. The Glue is Lorelei Travis, has living hair and an exotic stripper. Perfect. Covert is Cat's Eye, transforms into a purple kitty cat. The Rookie is Pixie. She comes with her own drugs. And the wild card is another cat-themed barrel. Come on. It's the People's team. People's X-Men team.
There we go. And so I just have to say that if Marvel Comics ever hired Robert Crumb, he would draw that team.
Yeah, right?
That's a wonderful team.
Dylan, recap your team, brother.
So my leader is Thor. Co-leader, Hercules. The Brute is Conan the Barbarian. Glue of the team is Thunderbird. Covert member, Azazel. The Rookie is Glob. And the wild card is Blade, the best character ever made.
Awesome stuff. So there you have it, folks. There are the 5 greatest X-Men teams ever chosen. Go ahead and let us know inside of the chat what you think. Who has the greatest X-Men team of all time?
The People's team.
The People's team.
It's the People's X-Men team. It's got a stripper on it.
And I just want to let you know my team is unconventional, but I'm telling you, when you walk away and think about it, it's going to be sitting heavy on your hearts and minds, and you're going to realize I got the best team out there. I'm telling you right now.
Here's the thing about Bob's team. People are going to walk away. On my team, they're staying put. You already admitted it. People are walking away for his team. On my team, they're dropping the dollars. They're dropping the bills. Make it rain for the People's team.
Like I said, your team works as long as it's next to an ATM.
Totally right on.
Yep.
Xavier.
Drugs and strippers, that must be one for mine.
2 for
Jean Grey.
2 for Dylan.
Storm. Beast.
Totally right.
Wolverine.
That's right.
Big Bertha.
Maggot.
Dylan's pick.
Iceman. Bishop. Just imagine a scene with Bishop and Blade and Wolverine together playing poker
Imagine
or drinking.
Skids and Big Bertha.
Telling you, man, you're going to want that Omega Red in there.
6. He has 6.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this though, out of all these teams, the one I would buy for sure would be Dylan's. I would be like, I gotta know what's up with this X-Men team led by Thor and Hercules.
Savage X-Men, man.
Come on, PCP Army.
That's why my team
Look at that
can't
guy.
win, because my team would sell out.
It smells, that's mine. That's one for me.
The cat
That's
characters,
2
right?
for me right there.
Is Farrell a cat character? Or is she more like a canine, right? Because she's in that Cap Wolf story when all the wolf characters were hearing the call. You remember Cap Wolf back in the day?
Nope.
No, I don't think
She's a
Farrell's
kitty
a cat.
She's a kitty cat. It says kitty cat.
I think feral represents any feral animal that's out there. She's
It says
representing all
feline appearance. Feline appearance. That's what literally how they described her. Feline appearance.
What Wikipedia? Come on, you changed that entry, didn't you?
You can do that. That's kind of cool.
So what's it
I love
looking
these
like
dead
there?
silences.
Bueller's team. Lost in Comics says Bueller's team
Vote for Dylan.
for a night out. That's good enough.
One more for Dylan.
It's all ladies. It's one big head and a bunch of ladies. That's what you get on my team. What more would you want?
Well, who doesn't want an X-Men team with Blade?
Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you what, Bueller, if I win, I'll recruit Sugarman onto my team as like a rotating expertise.
You're a fan of Sugar Man.
I do like Sugarman. I really do.
Sugar Man's a cool character.
I was talking
Type
about
in Sugar
him.
Man. Well, make sure you type in Sugar Man Marvel.
Yeah.
For all these characters, if you're curious about the characters on my list, please put Marvel character next to the name.
You would need like a oversized cover just to fit all of them on one freaking cover together. Sugar Man would take up the whole cover, let alone Big Bertha.
I hope we have some kind of artistic person out there who like loved this chat so much they put together an image of each team. That would be so cool to actually
That
see
would be dope.
a cover one of everybody's team. That would be so cool.
That would be so dope.
Well, didn't they already do that for Robbie's team? I mentioned it earlier.
No.
It was the 90s book.
No, because Bishop wasn't on that cover. Neither
Or
was
Blade.
Blade, nor Maggot, the most important.
Maggot.
I feel like just me and like a handful of people are the only maggot fans on Earth. But one day, he's back, by the way. He died. Maggot died, but now he's back. So he is alive. He's out there somewhere.
They brought Maggot back. They brought the back. Something's wrong.
Maggot's back. And I'll tell you this, if I could have picked one more, because they only allowed me 10, I would have thrown Forge in there. So if you want to throw in a vote, because I would have included Forge, please.
Forge was almost on my team.
Forge is one of the best.
Yeah, he is.
And Dylan's pick for Thunderbird for the glue really works, because what would happen is in the first issue, Thunderbird would die, and that would bring the team together.
There you go. That's a great point.
He would be the Agent Coulson of the X-Men universe.
So what's it looking like there, Sean?
I think I won.
3, 4,
2, 12. Okay. Going into that very last round, the overall points was Bob, you were at 2. Bueller was at 10. Dylan was at 18. Will was at 26. And Robbie was at 28. And now, doing that final round, Bueller, you're at 12. Bob, you're still at 2. Dylan, all the way up to 26. A late run. Will had 0, stays at 26.
Oh.
And Robbie comes in with 36.
Ah, man.
That's right. Y'all know what's up. Thank you, PCP Army. We appreciate it.
It was basically an X-Men team with Blade added to it.
I'm sorry, Dylan, if I took this a little bit more seriously than you.
Well, sorry, you've been thinking about this the last 20 years of your life.
You know it.
So here's the thing, guys. I just want, I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of
Yes,
fun.
sir.
So check it out. I know that new comic books are, slowly rolling out. We're probably not going to have a live stream next month talking about the best comic books of May, because since we're just getting underway, why don't we all meet up again next month and we'll do an Avengers team. I'll give you guys a new parameters.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
You guys be up for that?
That sounds great.
Anytime we can get together for a stream, I'm always down.
How about Alpha Flight? Let's make it real.
Hey, Tyler just had a comment with his
Or West
team,
Coast
and
Avengers.
I think Tyler really wins. Tyler has a great team there. He says, leader Magneto, co-leader Cyclops, Brutes, Wolverine, and Psylocke, Glue, Kitty Pryde, Covert, Domino, Rookie, Armor, and Wildcard Strife. That's a really good team.
Yeah,
I like the wild card there. Everything
I was
else
debating on Armor
everything
myself.
else was pretty obvious stuff. Those are obvious picks. If you were going to pick a quintessential X-Men team, that would be it right there. Pretty awesome.
No, I think it would be mine, but still, that's cool. Dylan says it's rigged. Look at that.
Hey, like they said, like Thunder God said, if in a fight, my team kicks everyone's ass.
I got Maggot on my team. Maggot.
Come on, man. I got Omega Red, bro.
Maggot.
I know you guys let Robbie win and he has Maggot.
That's a good
What's
one.
the world coming to?
But
My team is the one that everybody wants to hang out with when they're done fighting.
I will say I want to give mad props to Will for putting the homework in. Those are some solid picks.
And for putting up with us.
Heck of a job, man, to hold your own with these blockbuster dudes up here. Way to go, man.
Thanks.
Will, that was a really good team. I give you major props on the Kid Omega especially. That's really good stuff.
Please don't send me a fish in the mail. Because I don't want to be sleeping with the fishes after.
I feel like I'm going to wake up tomorrow with a horse head in my bed. That's a Godfather reference, Will. It's a movie. You probably never saw it.
Will, you did great.
Sean, you need to see it though. You need to show him the Godfather.
Sean was
definitely,
Well, I have had an immense amount of fun on this. What we're going to do right now is we're going to go around. Everybody, go ahead and let the chat know what you're doing on your channel, and then we'll go ahead and sign this off.
I ain't doing nothing.
Bueller, why don't you go first? Tell us what's going on with you, my friend.
Nothing. A little like,
Jeez.
is it done? Hello?
Yeah, no, that's a lie, man. You've been putting out a lot of great content, bro.
No, I tried, but it doesn't hit. It's not very good.
Bueller's done some great videos lately. He did this one with this interview from this guy named Brock and Robbie. It was fantastic. This was my favorite hour and a half I've seen in a long time.
That was actually a lot of fun. I wasn't expecting much, and it exceeded my expectations. So
well, thank you. I'm glad. I hope I talked enough to help your watch time get boosted up a little bit.
Yeah, no, seriously, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing the interviews last week, and then this week it was all about some channels that are, finding an audience and stuff like Hero and the Kid and Dylan. So I'm glad to see. I'm glad I was able to share your guys' channel with some of my audience. I'm glad they found their way over to your guys' channel because I enjoy your guys' content and they should as well. So congratulations to Dylan and Hero and the Kid for getting some subscribers this week.
Well,
Awesome.
Thank you for the support, my brother. Really, really appreciate it. And that was just very kind of you to take your time to do that for us.
Awesome stuff. Robbie, what you got going on?
We got lots going on at PCP, of course. We are back in full effect with a weekly comic book review because DC Comics are back. Regular comics will be coming back May 20th, so it's going to keep getting a larger list as the weeks progress. We've been doing the Rock and Robbie live streams a little bit more frequently. I'm having a lot of fun trying to step those games up. Having a lot of fun with that. We got some really exciting stuff coming up. We got interviews getting booked right now with really cool comic book creators, and I'm very excited. I put a call out. I got massive response from comic book creators that want to chat with me. And next week, we're going to have Jim Mint. That's right. The man himself on PCP. We're going to be chatting. It's going to be so much fun. But if you like comic books, if you like movies, if you like pop culture and all that and more, check out Pop Culture Philosophers. And thank you, PCP Army, for helping us pull out the win. We're unstoppable.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much, brother. Always a pleasure to have you on here. Dylan, what you got going on?
Just putting up some reviews, doing some live streams, and just trying to hang out with the community. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll have some videos coming out this week, no doubt. Maybe try to do a little something different than I usually do. So just be on the lookout. Have that subscribe button hit and all notifications up. So when I drop a video, you'll see it.
Awesome stuff. It's always good to hang out with you, my friend.
Same here, brother. Same here. This is what I look forward to every month. Like I said, this is the best stream ever, I would say.
Come on. Hero and the Kid, what you got going on?
First, I want to ask Robbie a question relating his comic book reviews. So, you're the only person that says pick of the week. Is that one word or what?
Yeah, that's one word. PICAOWEK.
So one word. One
Pick of the
word,
week.
right?
Pick of the week.
Like Bueller said, he takes about maybe 1 or 2 breaths in that 30 minutes.
But during his stream, he has to leave.
By the time he hits that end button, he's like,
Yeah, I have to go hit the inhaler, Yeah.
Brown paper bag.
Yep.
Saturday morning, we have our little comic book review show that we do. We've been making changes, trying to find our groove in that. We made a little more. Hopefully it works out. Saturday night, to kind of just let people know, one guest that I will say, we're having Bueller on. We're doing our biggest live stream that we have done so far. All the other guests are all special guests. We have one guest. We're trying to figure out if we're going to do 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. But if everybody's a fan of Bueller and this whole team, come and check out that stream because it's going to be one heck of a night. And I'm not lying. Sunday night.
I got this. So Sunday, I'm interviewing that guy at the top of the screen, Rock and Robbie. And then for the 15th episode of the Sunday Sit Down, I'm interviewing Jim Mint, and I won't be as nervous as Bueller, and mine will be a
It's true. You were so nervous, Bueller.
You tried to get everyone to the hour mark. You stopped at 35 minutes. Come on, man. You can't even do that.
Bueller's like, I got to get out of here.
Look who's there.
And that kid's gonna get it one of these days.
Well, this has been awesome.
Your 18th birthday, Will.
I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all for coming on tonight. For my channel, of course, stay tuned for Having Comics with My Coffee. I'll be dropping that this weekend, and I'll be announcing the winners for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And then the highlight of my weekend, I can't wait to get back to the new Coffee and Comics show where I get together with my good friend Bueller. I have really been missing just hanging out with you and doing the show, and so I'm looking forward to that this weekend. And so that's what I got going on. You guys are all stellar. I appreciate you. Any chance I get to hang out with you and just talk comics, however the forum is, I am so in. And so I just want to thank each and every one of you for being on tonight, and look forward to the next one, guys. And so we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for popping in and staying with us and having some fun with us as we go along. And stay tuned for next month. We're going to be putting some other stuff out. And but anyway, as always, folks, support your local comic shop. It's very important during this time. And Excelsior. Everybody have a good night.
And real quick, if you enjoy this stream, it's all because of Bob. This was his idea, 100%, and it was so fantastic, Bob. So thank you for having us.
Awesome job.
Yes, sir. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, guys.
I like Bob.
Yeah. And let us know your X-Men picks in the comments below.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This isn't just us, man. So anyway, have a good night, everybody.
I like Bob.